you sure you're free? What else would I be doing?
Hey there guys, this is Jeff aka 11 Bronson, back today with another video. And actually this is an idea that came to me after seeing my good buddy Jim, Jim's movie channel. So his recent video, one of his recent videos by the time this goes up, on his favorite snow movies, his favorite winter movies. And I looked at this video, which I thought was a brilliant idea. Now I love my snow movies. I've talked about this on my channel so many times. I love movies featuring snow. I'm a winter guy. Summer, not for me. I'm a winter guy. I like snow. I like, well, not necessarily freezing cold, but I like, colder temperatures in general. There is a limit, of course. There is a limit. But no, I saw Jim's brilliant videos on, his favorite winter films, snow films. And I was like, idea. I gotta do one of those myself. So I did tell Jim I might do one myself. So it is not my idea. This is his idea. He gets full credit for this. Well, for the subject of today's video, really, for doing this video. So I do credit everything to Jim. Yeah, I wish I had thought of it myself, but no, it's Jim that came up with this one. So Jim had some fantastic picks for his winter film snow movies. There's a few that carry over to mine, as he and I do have similar tastes in general, I would say, especially when it comes to this. When I see his list next to the few films that I picked, there's quite a few similarities, a few similar picks. But there are a few, of course, that I felt he was missing in his selection, so here they are in my selection. So I just picked out 10. I thought 10 is a good place to to go with. The 10 is a good number to go with in this video. So these are really in no particular kind of order. I can watch any of these during the winter season. I did make an exception. No, these doesn't necessarily have to be Christmas movies. Although the first one is a Christmas movie. So this is literally the only one that is really season bound. The other ones I can just watch throughout the entire winter. Winter doesn't have to be necessarily Christmas. So my first pick is my favorite of the two, yes, I said two, Home Alone films, and it is Home Alone 2 Lost in New York. I prefer this one over the original. I mean, the original is great, and it's really, by this much that I will put Home Alone 2 over the first one, but I know what it is. I prefer Home Alone 2 Lost in New York. Right there, yeah, this is my, I guess, number 10 pick. And again, these are in no particular order, but... And yeah, this one definitely, I do only watch it like Christmas Eve or the week leading up to Christmas, or literally like Christmas Eve, like I said, Christmas Day or Boxing Day. Other than that, I usually don't watch this one throughout the year, throughout the entire, the rest of the winter. Next up, this was one that Jim had on this list. It is a 1987, 88, 85, I was dead wrong, 85. Same year as Death Wish 2, Death Wish 3, sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me today. No, Death Wish 3. And it's the same production company that gave us Death Wish 3, believe it or not. It is Cannon Films, Runaway Train, starring Eric Roberts, John Voight, and John P. Ryan, who was also, of course, in a few other Cannon films like Delta Force 2 and Death Wish 4 The Crackdown. This is a Cannon film, but it might be the best Cannon film. It's hard to believe when you watch this that this is a Cannon film. But it's a great one, and yeah, it's... I'm not going to spoil too much for people that haven't seen it, but it's a train going through the country in very snowy environment and stuff. Yes, love it. Runaway Train, definitely. I agree, Jim. This is definitely one that is a favorite for me as well. This one also could be considered a Christmas movie, but I know that's a controversial thing because there is this debate on whether this is a Christmas movie or not, just like the first film in this series. But my next pick is Die Hard 2, Die Harder. Yes, people always say Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and I'm one of them. And Die Hard 2 is also a Christmas movie. Now, can I watch this, say, a week after Christmas? Or yes, I can, but I cannot watch this film in the summer. Just like I cannot watch Die Hard 1, the original, in the summer. I gotta watch him around the festive season, or at least in the winter time. But yeah, here's Die Hard 2. I mean, this is not a VHS, by the way. This is just a cool limited edition mock-up VHS, which there's actually there you go. There's a Blu-ray disc in there. It's fake. It's all fake. Yeah, Die Hard 2. What can I say? It's probably the most underrated Die Hard film, because usually always people go on obviously about the original, and with good reason. Obviously, it's my favorite. It's my second favorite action movie of all time, as the original Die Hard. 2 kind of gets skipped by, and then people always praise, Die Hard with a Vengeance, the third one. I really am of the opinion that Die Hard and Die Hard 2, Die Harder are the best ones in the franchise. Then comes with a Vengeance, and then a huge dip after that. You got the other 2. Anyway, next up is a Stallone film. Now, could I have picked, obviously, I'm a Rocky fan. I'm dressed here in my Italian Stallion t-shirt. I got my Rocky 5 gold glove boxing necklace. The angel on my shoulder, as Mickey would say. I got my Rocky fedora. Could I have picked Rocky 4? Probably I could, because there's a lot of great snow scenes in it. But there's one Stallone film that does snow better for the majority of the film, because Rocky 4, the snow is only for like, 20 minutes of the entire film. It's snow, the rest is indoors or back in Philly or wherever they filmed it. This one, however, is pretty much the majority, in pretty much the entirety of the film, snow covered. It is Cliffhanger, the amazing Rennie Harlin action film. Hey, just notice, Die Hard 2 is also Rennie Harlin, so 2 Rennie Harlin films make the list. Not bad. No, Cliffhanger, what can I say about this one? This is one of my all-time favorite Stallone films. So many great action sequences, so many great snowy mountain sequences, locations, This is, of course, the 4K. Great looking 4K, especially all the snow stuff. It's fantastic. Next up, I actually almost forgot to include this one. I had another one, but I was like, no, it's got to be this one, because this is probably my favorite horror film. Definitely the film that got me into the horror genre. I've read the book of this. I know the author of the book isn't a fan of the film. I've read the book. I like them both, but I do prefer Stanley Kubrick's movie version of The Shining, based on the novel by Stephen King, of course. Yes, I almost forgot about it, but there is a lot of snow in The Shining, so yeah, The Shining definitely makes my list. They don't spend a whole lot of time outdoors, in the snow, but there are definitely a few sequences, and it's set during the winter, so it's a winter movie, and there's snow in it, so yeah, The Shining, gotta be, like I said, it's probably my favorite horror film. This is definitely the one that got me into the genre. Now, if that's my favorite, this has got to be my second favorite. We go to the master of horror, John Carpenter. And 1982, this one was a flop when it came out. You all know which one it is. It's got to be the original The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing, starring the great Kurt Russell. This is my cool limited edition box set from Germany, put out by Turbine Pictures, limited to 3,000 copies. Which this includes a ton of extras, like booklet, the soundtrack CD by the maestro Ennio Morricone, posters, all that good stuff. The Thing, yeah, it's got to be The Thing. This one, similar to The Thing, this is Quentin Tarantino's homage to The Thing, and also The Great Silence, among other things that Tarantino homage with this film. But again, this one stars Kurt Russell from 2015. Next up is The Hateful Eight. I love The Hateful Eight. This was the first Tarantino film that I saw in the cinema. Jim had this one on his list as well, by the way, as well as he did The Thing. Yeah, I love it. This is one of those Tarantino films that people either love it or they put it low in the ranking. I absolutely fucking love it. Just like I do every Tarantino film. I'm even the biggest fan of Death Proof. I fucking love Death Proof, but I love The Hateful Eight. This was the first one I saw in cinema. What added to this was, I think it was in like January when I saw it. I think it came out December worldwide. I saw it in like the first or second week of January, I think, after New Year of 2016, that it would be. And it was actually cold, and it was actually cold in the cinema, so that really added to the immersion in the film. It was actually fucking cold in the cinema. I I don't know, maybe they had the AC on. I have no idea. Anyway, next up, I think my top three, if you want to call it that, definitely wasn't a part of Jim's list. Here is one of my favorite Charles Bronson films, also co-starring the great Lee Marvin, and it's a film directed by Peter Hunt, the director of On Her Majesty's Secret Service. More on that later. It is Death Hunt from 1981. 1981. Yeah, directed by Peter Hunt, produced by Albert S. Ruddy, who produced The Godfather and The Longest Yard, the original. This is a great film inspired by true events. Pretty much a First Blood prototype as well, and it's funny with Charles Bronson. He has like two films that are very similar to First Blood, Chaos Land and this one. So if you're a fan of First Blood and you want to see films like First Blood, and you thought there weren't any films like First Blood, well, it turns out that they are. So Death Hunt and Chaos Land. Chaos Land definitely is not a snow movie, but this one definitely is. Next up is my favorite Sergio Corbucci spaghetti western. I will put this one over the original Django. This is a fantastic magnum opus by Sergio Corbucci, a masterpiece, starring Jean-Louis Trintignant and Klaus Kinski in 1968's The Great Silence, Il Grande Silenzio. Yeah, this one set in the snow, so bleak, so haunting, so atmospheric. I recently got this on the recently released 4K media book from Germany, which the Blu-ray here by Eureka, where's their label? Well, it says there somewhere. There you go, Eureka. This Blu-ray was fantastic, and this was also a 2K restoration, but this is a full 4K restoration and new scan with HDR, all the good stuff. This film has never looked better than it does on this 4K. Take it from me. I watched them side by side. Again, this one, nothing wrong with it. Looks fantastic. This one ups it up a notch and looks even better. The Great Silence. I'm not going to talk about it too much for people that haven't seen it. This is one of those films I do recommend everyone to go into as fresh as possible. Leaves only one film left. And going back to Peter Hunt. And going to my favorite 007 film. Here's my the slipcase from my box set. Because yeah, sadly it is only I have this in the box set of all the Blu-rays. Let's grab the disc. It is of course my very favorite Bond film of all time. Starring George Lazenby. It is On Her Majesty's Secret Service from 1969. Yeah, nobody made a better Bond film than Peter Hunt, in my opinion. Terrence Young made some, stone cold classics with Dr. No, I'm From Russia with Love. Not so much Thunderball. Lewis Gilbert did a fantastic job on You Only Live Twice. And The Spy Who Loved Me. And also Moonraker. I love Moonraker. Let's give Moonraker some love. And John Glenn is probably my favorite Bond director after Peter Hunt. But Peter Hunt, man, he had a great visual eye. I love everything he did with On Her Majesty's Secret Service. And when I think of that film, one of the first images that comes into my mind is those beautiful shots of the Swiss Alps, Piz Gloria, the way that Peter Hunt and co photograph all that stuff. And I hear John Barry's amazing soundtrack. When I hear John Barry's soundtrack, when I hear one of the tracks on the soundtrack from his, instantly I have these visual images of, again, the Swiss Alps and stuff on my mind. So for me, On Her Majesty's Secret Service is the ultimate winter film as well, as it is for me the ultimate Bond film. Yes, and a large chunk of the film is set in the snow-covered, Swiss Alps. Now, there's a few other films I could have picked, obviously. I could have picked like something like Where Eagles Dare, one of my favorite Man on a Mission films with Clint Eastwood and Richard Byrne. Rocky IV, like I said. Fargo could have been a pick. There's so many great films that are made in the snow, obviously, that take place in snowy environments and winter settings and stuff. However, that's my list. Jim has done his, and I would love to hear yours as well down below in the comments. So by all means, do let us know some of your favorites. It doesn't have to be 10, just let us know some of your favorites. Did I miss any of yours? Put them down there. And with that having been said, thank you all so much for watching. If you like the content, please consider subscribing if you're new to the channel, and give us a like and thumbs up, and again, leave a comment down there. Also consider becoming a member to support this channel even further if it's to your liking. For just $1.99 a month, that's the maximum, the highest tier. Just $1.99 a month, you can be the full Tash Bronson, and for 99 cents per month, you can be the Tashless Bronson. Now, Tashless Bronson, it's still awesome. But with the full Tash Bronson, hey, you get the full experience. Memberships include loyalty badges, early access to videos, members only videos, all that good stuff and more. Just look at the page. It's down in the description below. Like I said, the maximum tier is only $1.99 per month. I went for the cheapest package for you all, but it will help to grow the channel even further. It will help to support the channel even further. Again, if it's your wish and your desire to do so, and I would be, of course, greatly appreciative of whoever would consider signing up. I would really appreciate it. With all that having been said, stay safe and healthy and keep punching. And we'll see you all in the next video. And thank you once again to Jim's Movie Channel for inspiring me to do this video. So take care, guys, and we'll see you all later.